roof. Anyway, y'all, this your boy Charles, man. Listen, TMZ just got the release. They just released the footage of Keefe D when he got arrested and shit on Friday. Let's go ahead and check out this video, and I'm gonna come back with my reaction.
Hey, Keefe, Metro Police, come over here. Hey, Metro Police, come over here, all right? Thanks, buddy. Come on over here.
They roll up on him.
Appreciate your cooperation, okay?
Or they was undercover.
Yep. Nope, go and put it down. I know. Hang on. Put that down for a second, all right?
You got nothing on you, right?
Hooks.
And they swooped up. They was undercover too. So they was using that thing.
Sir? Thirsty? Okay, yeah. We'll get you a drink. Hang on, all right? Just want to make sure you got no weapons on you or anything, okay? I'll separate the two, sir. Thank you.
Dang. This
Put
is
your palms
last.
together like you're clapping. I just want to make sure these cuffs can be all right on you.
Yep.
It happened on Friday, last Friday.
Yep. Okay. I'll follow you. Do you have anything on you, sir? No. That was okay. Phone and water.
Phone and water.
Perfect. We're gonna put you in the car.
I need to drink some water, man. I'm thirsty as fuck.
Yeah, we'll let you get a drink on there. You just going for a walk or what?
Yeah.
Okay. You do like a morning walk every day, or?
Yeah, brother, stay in shape.
Okay.
We'll get you some water, my man.
Can I get it now?
Yeah, as soon as we get you in the car,
We'll get.
Oh,
Hey, Keith, Metro.
they ain't finna get that man no water. Cause they don't, yeah, he probably ain't telling. He probably ain't get no water. I was just talking. I'm finna do what? I'm just reading some of the comments people left on the thing. But yeah, man. So what y'all think about this, man? It's kind of sad. But if he really had something to do with Tupac's death, man, you kind of deserve it. I mean, over a fight, you know what I'm saying, delete somebody. So he had this coming. You know what I mean? Like, this wasn't, he had this coming, man. I feel sorry. He's 60 years old. He's 60 years old, man. He probably was just going for a little walk, thought he wasn't going to go to jail. They got him. I don't know. I want to, this trial, this trial is going to play out like the O.J. Simpson trial, especially because even before this, Tupac is like, he's been in the, I think they had like the Tupac Museum that was going around the country. So Tupac's been in the news. It's been like a resurgence of Tupac lately. You know what I'm saying? So this probably what led to Las Vegas PD to, open up, really go after what happened with Tupac. Man, they was in undercovers. So they must have was staking out his house. Then they decided they probably was staking out his house for days. Then decided, you know what, let's go ahead and just bring him on in. We got enough built up, they was building up a case, getting evidence, his own confession, and other stuff they probably, people that they talked to throughout the years, Las Vegas PD. Maybe they had this all built up, but they wanted to make sure they had all their ducks in a row before they go after them. Because, once they go after you for something and they find out, and then it's like, it's not, they don't have enough evidence against, but I'm thinking this is the feds, right? This is the FBI. So when the FBI come after you, they got stuff against you, that they got stuff that they know you ain't coming home for a while. You know what I mean? But I don't know. I mean, he did do the Crawford agreement and he came out with the book. So maybe after doing that, it took him a while to build up him confessing completely that he was there. He apparently he said he gave, it's funny, they said that before he was saying he gave the gun to Orlando, and then his nephew started busting. But then he started saying that he didn't give him no gun. You don't know where he got. He just had it on, whatever. And then he just stopped talking about it completely. I think that might have been from the. That could have been from the. They call it the advice of his lawyer. Like, don't say nothing else about it. You know what I mean? Like, keep your mouth shut. You know, you should have told him that book deal. Him coming out with a book. Why would you do that? You know what I'm saying? Like, I guess he like. I wonder what made him think. Oh, I mean, it's already bad that he went on. He was going on these different podcasts talking about it. You know, I'm thinking the Vlad video was the first one he did. I don't know whether that had any significance, being he already was coming out. Well, he was trying to promote the book of him talking about. He was. I mean, I actually got the book on Audible. You know what I'm saying? Y'all can check it out. It's on Audible. The book is actually pretty. The book is actually pretty good. The audio book is actually really good. You know, it's not just him talking about him committing the crime against Tupac. It talks about, you know, how he got into the, you know, the gang and the Crips and all that stuff in Compton, and you know what I'm saying, Keefe, you know, Keefe D's book. But he does give very detailed accounts of what happened that night from his perspective when they, you know what I'm saying, when his nephew encountered Tupac, you know, the day they went up to Vegas. He talks about all that, you know, the day going up to Vegas. I think it was the day before. They always would go to the fights, you know, Mike Tyson back then in the 90s was like how Floyd was at the height of Floyd's career. You know, Floyd kind of took that Mike Tyson hype. You know what I'm saying? Mike Tyson, I think, was the first one. You know, I mean, of course, you had Muhammad Ali and all that stuff. I think, yeah, I guess you would say Muhammad was like the hype fighter. He was the inventor of the hype fight. He hyped up fighting. You know what I'm saying? Like the fighting world. I guess you would say Muhammad Ali, then Mike Tyson, and then Floyd. But right, people go to Vegas, you know, for Floyd's fights. When Floyd was in his prime, you know, when Floyd was in his prime, like in um, the early 2000s, you know, he was in his primes, I would say even like the mid 2000s when Earl was like with his prime. Nobody could beat him. You know what I'm saying? Like Mike had that nobody can beat him type of aura. You know what I mean? So QQD and them would go to. So in the book, he talked about how they would go to the Mike Tyson fights, and the Mike Tyson fights in the '90s in Vegas was like everybody, people who wouldn't even go into the fight. And plus, you got to mind you, this is Mike Tyson's first fight, I think. No, he had a fight. He had a fight before that. He had a fight before that earlier that year before. He had a fight before that. That's when Tupac first got Mike Tyson first got out of prison. Tupac was at his fight, and then yeah, so Keefe then would go to the fights and stuff. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, the book is really good, man. He just talks about them going to the fight, hanging out. They had rented out all these rooms. They had a room that they rented out like a small condo, and there was like a gang of them there just popping bottles, and they was there just to have fun and party. You know, I don't know if they went to the fight or he was trying to get tickets to the fight. I can't remember that part in the book, but they was there, I guess, for the fight. You know, and he was trying to get tickets there to the fight. And so he talked about how he tried to get tickets and he couldn't get tickets. Um, and so they just hung out and partied. They were just gonna go to different clubs after the fight, the after parties and stuff. They had, this is when QPD was a big time. Like he talks about that. He had major money, in the '90s. And he was like maybe 31, 32 at the time of the shooting. So he was young. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that was 20. Yeah, he's about maybe 22 because he's 60 now. So I think he was about 32, 33. So he was young. You know, you know, dope boy. You know what I'm saying? Making millions of dollars. You know, he was selling. He talked about how he would. I think he had flipped 19 keys in 1 week or something like that. Like I forgot. It was like some millions of dollars he made in 1 week. So yeah, he was a heavy hitter, man. Y'all gotta check the book out. You get a chance. It's on Audible. You know what I'm saying? So you ain't got to read shit like me. When I read, I fall asleep. So anyway, what y'all think about this arrest, man? Leave your comments and subscribe to Charles and Ezra. Appreciate it.